All right, Bang Bang. It's the Mid Show presented by Miller Lite. I mean, I think we all had like a lot of these.
It was
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Miller Lite weekend.
Dude, it was.
Monday Millers are the best.
Monday Millers, Sunday Millers, Saturday Millers.
Well, the weather's perfect.
It was.
It's like a perfect holiday weekend, Miller Lite time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I golfed, had Millers, barbecued, had Millers.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else do any other activities?
I went to baseball games, had Millers.
Had Millers. Wedding.
Wedding and moved. Miller Lite
moved.
moving beer.
Oh,
that's the
that's
best.
Where did you move to?
I don't know if I want to give you that information.
If that's anywhere near me, we're going to have a little talk after the show's over. But
I told my realtor just anywhere away from
good.
here and I'll be good.
You got a buffer zone?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want him to live near you?
I don't want anybody to live near me.
Well, I mean, we
have about
shouldn't
30 new
have moved
employees
to
moving
Chicago
here.
then.
Yeah, maybe you should move.
Yeah, you
not
could
moving.
move out to like Kankakee or something.
Put him in a slingshot and ship him back out to Wheaton. Warrenville, sorry.
Apology accepted, Edward.
With a Miller Lite in your hand, summer doesn't just taste great. It tastes like Miller time. To get Miller Lite delivered right to your door, visit MillerLite.com/redline, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. All right. Everybody have a good weekend, though?
I did.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I had an awesome time.
All right. All right.
Name the movie, Ed.
Tommy Boy?
No.
Pretty vague quote.
It's a Will Ferrell quote.
It is.
It's a Will Ferrell quote. Who you hate Will Ferrell.
Not when he's in the role that he was in when he made that
It's in
quote.
old school.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
like, what's up, guys? You have a good time? He's like, I had an awesome time.
Really should have known that one.
The whole town knows you had an awesome time, Frank.
I kind of want to start with this, though. I mean, we could get into weekends and whatnot, but it sounds like we're having feet issues here at this office. Everyone's like, you asked if Pat Bev would smell your feet, which came out of left field.
Yeah,
You said you're about to lose a toenail.
I am.
And for the second consecutive time in this studio, we have a mildew issue. Someone smells like mildew. Dave, I think they're your forces.
I don't smell it today.
I think they're your forces. I think the forces have seen.
Oh, I just got a whiff.
Yeah, I think they're your shoes.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Maybe.
I think they are. Just
Yeah.
just looking out.
Is that what mildew is?
I don't
That's
know.
not. No, that's
Like,
just stinky feet.
long.
Mildew's like when you don't dry your clothes completely and they sit in the washer overnight.
Let Chief get a whiff.
I got a whiff.
No. Well, let's come on.
Why
let's-
don't you take a whiff?
Let's do it. All right, Danny, let's get in here.
no,
I'm
they
all
don't
the way
smell
over here.
good.
Ed,
What?
you
Because I brought this to the attention. You got to be the arbiter.
You guys don't need to
it's
smell them. They stink.
It's my accusation.
yeah.
It might be.
You want
Guys, you don't need to smell them. They're stinky
They do?
shoes.
All right,
And
that's-
I have said I have a shitty sense of smell. I didn't smell
All right.
until I dug in there. So
were
I won't
you
wear these
the, were
shoes
you the
anymore.
smelly kid in class too? How do you,
You didn't know. You
I
didn't
don't-
smell yourself.
When did you lose your sense of smell?
When he's had COVID for
I've
like
never,
2 years.
I've never really had a good sense of smell. We've gone over this like 1,000 times. It's 'cause
Yeah.
my
So
eyes
then,
are
how do you
good.
know that you didn't have stinky feet in school?
No one ever told me I did.
Oh, sorry you had to find out this way.
For real.
No, but I caught a whiff. It's definitely his shoes. How often do you wear those shoes?
Like here usually.
I don't think you should ever be allowed to comment on my feet ever again.
These are like my everyday shoes. Like office
They
shoes.
smell.
Yeah, they kind of do smell.
So then how-
I'll fix it. I'm sorry they smell.
Okay.
I didn't notice it. If I knew they smelled, I wouldn't wear them to the office.
You know our producer Harry,
I'm aware of Harry.
his dad. So I've known Harry since
I
he
know
was
this,
a kid.
yeah.
He has a whole
where is
company
He's got.
based around
Where's Harry
getting
at?
rid of
Harry!
stinky hockey
Harry!
equipment smell.
All right.
He's
I can only imagine how people listening feel.
You're not even fucking wearing headphones.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I felt that fucking right.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
right.
soul
He's
of
got
my
the
eardrum.
sploosh, like from
sploosh.
Yeah, from Holes.
From Holes, yeah.
I've never seen it. Yeah, Febreze is
Awesome,
great.
awesome.
It's a
Who's
very
coming here?
draftable item.
What's going on?
Basement draft.
So he's got a But it's like what
I
exactly
forget.
is
It's
it?
like it's a destinkifier thing, and you would throw it in like your hockey bag or whatever.
Yeah.
And it would supposedly
He
get
brought
rid of
him
the
in
smell.
like a year maybe ago.
Yeah.
It's like
Does it
little
work?
bags of rocks that you stick in
Yeah,
your shoes.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
remember
sorry
the name of it right now, but
about my
it works.
stinky shoes.
It
I
works.
won't wear
You
them
should
again.
put them in your feet.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah. No, he doesn't have any left.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
So
use
we
it
You
on
can
tape.
Febreze my feet if you want, Hannah.
Or you could shower.
Just the whole.
I did shower
or you
today.
what?
No. Just,
Have you ever had a?
those have been through wars, Dave.
Yeah.
Those are.
shoes. They're like the dog walking shoes and shit at this point.
Have you? Are you? I can't remember if we talked about this. Are you a pedicure guy?
I've always wanted. I've never gotten one.
Okay.
Have you got one?
Oh yeah,
Really?
I've heard they're magical.
they're great. It's like
Yeah,
a foot
I've not-
massage, and they
never had
like
one.
go all the way up your calves, and then
You
they
want to get one? Didn't we talk about this? Like,
I can't remember if we talked about it or not.
I remember it was walking home from the Chris Kindle market. We thought about stopping in.
Oh yeah.
But it was like too late, and we we're like,
Yeah,
we'll
and
do
we
it
were-
later.
and we
I
were
would get a
hammered.
pedicure with every last one of you, though.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, pedicure.
Boys'
Even
Day.
dating?
Come again?
Yeah, I said even dating.
Yeah, Dana can come.
All right, cool.
That
I
Febreze
think,
did
I
help.
think I'm going to be busy that day.
Yeah, I think Dave. Just now you know. I'm glad I was here for you.
It's like, yeah.
It's time to tie those things
It's
together.
like having a
and throw
book
'em on
hanging and
the,
you don't know. Someone needs to tell you.
Yeah, throw them on the White Sox Dave
Yeah.
telephone wire, whatever is outside your door.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
what happened to your toenail?
I'm just clumsy, and I smashed
banged
it
it.
walking through my own house against the like the door jamb or the
That's the
baseboard or
worst.
whatever. And it's only my pinky toe. I thought it might have been broken because it's got the swelling. It had like puffed up like a fucking baked bean. It was like this big, and then like the toenail's all like black and purple and looking like it's
I don't want to
the
see
baby toe. So it's looking. I don't know. I feel like there's a good chance it's just gone. So I don't know if now is a good time to get a pedicure or not. I feel like you'd have to pay them extra to have to. That's always been my big hurdle because I feel like my feet are gross, and I feel bad. No, I feel bad. It's not that I'm insecure about it, but I feel bad that they like signed up to do this job for little dainty girl feet, and here I come in with my
your
Sasquatch
caveman feet.
Yeah. So I always feel bad about that, but I've gotten over it. I've gotten 2 pedicures in this calendar year. Is
I'm
a
in.
calendar year like 12 months, or is it within the same
No,
2023?
it's the 12 months.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
January to December.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Okay,
say
so it's
like-
not June to June.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think.
that's not like a hockey season.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't consider at least. Would you guys? Anybody? Is
I've had
anybody-
2 in 2023. We'll say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
One in January.
since January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, no. I mean, I'm not like opposed, but I just never. I also like.
the chairs are comfy. They got little massage things on them. They're great.
Yeah.
I heard they can kind of hurt, but in like that
No,
good kind of hurt way when they're like digging into your cuticles or
well,
whatever.
it's not like that scene from Dumb and Dumber where they're sanding
No,
down your
of course
toes.
not, but they like get in there with like the little press thing and
I've never had an issue where I'm like, this is painful.
Is it weird if you get a dude or no?
I've never seen a dude in there.
No. One time, me and the boys, when I was living in New York, we were walking around all day and we saw a foot massage place. And it was like, we're just putting miles on it. Like, yeah, let's, let's come a little bit till the airport. Like, let's get some foot massages, And, we walk in, there was like 4 of us, I think. And one guy's like, nah, I don't want one. Like, I'll just sit here while you guys get, whatever. And so we all file in, and like there was only 2 girls there, and then like, one girl came out of nowhere, and she goes to the third guy, and I'm like, dude, you're just gonna sit here and watch us? Just like hop in, He's like, nah, like I don't know. We're like, he's like, it's all right. I'm like, dude, just fucking get it. It's $20. Like,
Mhm.
Filming you guys.
we're just killing time, and they're like, yeah, go into, and then out of like, so like they like kind of file like one by one, like all with their like buckets of water and like they get like their equipment to get ready. They could do it, and then as soon as like there's like no 4th girl, and as soon as he sits down, the guy from behind the desk just pops up and just grabs his feet. and we were fucking crying, and it's like
Stronger hands though.
shouldn't be that funny,
is
but
true.
it just was.
Yeah.
Because it was like out of no, he didn't want it. Like he had no.
Yep.
We finally like we're like, dude, just get it, and then he.
The feet's different. I think I could care less if a guy is rubbing my feet
Yeah.
for like a full body massage.
I've had a
Yeah.
full body massage from a dude before.
Did you?
Yeah, it was bad. It was one of those. So I haven't had it flare up in a long time, but a long time, like probably 10, 12 years ago. This is a stupid story, but my brother was like little, and I was chasing him through my parents' house because he did something to piss me off, but like in a playful way. And I went to like kick him in his butt, and I It was right in front of the bathroom. The dog had been drinking out of the toilet, and he had like dog slobber all over the hardwood floor. So when my plant foot hit that, I went up, boom, right on my back, and I like, the doctor said I like dislocated the rib, like moved the rib to the point that it was like causing like back muscles to flare up, and it like flared up. Again, I haven't had like the flare up in probably 3 years, but it used to do it like all the time. So I would go get massages to kind of like get the kink out. And the first one I ever went to go get, I didn't know like you would request certain people or even a certain gender, and I just show up and it was like this dude. And they're like, "Is this okay?" And I didn't want to be like a homophobe or like this guy's just trying to work, you know? I'm like, "All right, yeah, it's fine." He didn't shut up the entire hour.
I can't talk.
Like, I don't want to talk to you. Stop asking me like
Even if
but
it was
weird
like,
questions, like his stepson's playing like squirt hockey, or I'm like, dude, like I don't like shut up.
and massage
I don't know
me.
though. If it's a PT thing, I feel like that's different. Than
It wasn't.
Rest,
This was like at
rest and a relaxation one.
This is one of those. Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have
Like
that.
you had like the little like water sounds, like jungle sounds playing, and he would just be like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, going to the whatever he was talking about." Talk for the entire hour. It was rough.
Has requesting certain genders for massages been canceled?
I don't
Probably.
think so.
No, I don't think. I think that's. I don't even know. I don't like. Are you someone who goes in a resort? I know Biz. Remember Biz said
Oh,
that
yeah.
in the draft.
Yep.
He's like, you'll go get a massage. Are you the kind of person to do that on vacation?
I never have been, but after that conversation with Biz, I feel like I would.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it at all. It's just that's one of those things where you just don't. You don't realize like once you're an adult that people do shit like that. If that sounds weird.
Yeah.
but you know what I mean?
I don't really love people touching me in general. Like it kind of has to be like an emergency for me to feel like I need to get a massage. Like,
Really?
I can't relax. Like it's supposed to be relaxing. I can't ever really relax. Like the pedicures is about as far as I'll go.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone told me Eddie used to go to the mall, sit on the massage chair for 15 minutes, and then leave.
I did want to do that I do love malls. I did want to do that as a series, is like try every service in the middle of the mall. You know what I mean?
All
Like
the
when you're
kiosks,
walking through.
like a review.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, you know how awkward it is? The people are just getting their fucking backs beaten like in
the
the
middle
middle
of
of
the mall.
everyone.
Did you
Like
ever do
someone's
the
trying to go
tube
to
one?
Pac Sun and they're just watching me just get their ass beat. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Did you ever do the
crazy.
tube ones with the water pressure? Do you know what I'm talking about? I
Kind
did these
of.
I did. So it's like a MRI tube basically, and the water you lay on your face and the water pressure like comes back and forth in
Like
the
a car
tube.
wash kinda?
kind of like a car wash, but it's got plastic over you, so you're not getting wet.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
it's a
I got
jacuzzi
hit
without the
twice
soap.
in baseball. This is in high school in the back, and every time that water would hit one of the spots I got hit, I was like, oh, like that's the only time aside from in the Dominican when I've gotten an actual massage.
oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to. What's another instance of something like that when you're older and you realize like, oh, like I have my own money, like I could do that. Like, does that make sense? What I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you go on vacation, it's like, oh, it's not like I'm just rushing to fill up the tub with Miller Lite and
Like you
get
get
hammered. Like you're trying to like actually enjoy the
Yeah.
experience. Like what age is that?
probably first job out of college.
no.
I don't think so. I think you're still in your
I'm
like.
still in that transition phase.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Second job out of college.
I don't even know if
First
it's.
raise out of college.
I don't even know if it's that though. Like what? Can you think of like a?
It's more like planning shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the museum this weekend. Shit like that. You mean?
Yeah.
Or like, I'm gonna
Or-
go all out on a new lamp.
Or like I would say, Ed, you're a guy who will look at the flight and be like, I'm paying extra for first class.
Yeah, shit like that.
You'll do that.
Yeah, like that's
I do that
something.
every
Yes,
time.
yes,
Yeah.
that's a good example.
Yeah.
Like it took me that long to be like, oh, I could
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Which sounds so stupid.
I'm still not there.
Really,
I won't pay for it because it's like unless it's
a necessity.
I think if I were going on like a cross country flight or like going to England or something, then I would look into it. But I have a feeling that on those flights, it's not $300. I bet you it's like 1,000 or something or more to upgrade, and then I would still probably
Sure.
just be like, it's not worth it to me.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much. I would love to get to a point where, because I think about this all the time. Like I'm looking for car stuff, and it's like, do I want leather seats? Is it worth an extra $600? And I tell myself no, but then it's like, I'm going to be in this car every day. So like maybe I should just get it, because then if you do it like, it ends up being like 25 cents a day. Probably pay 25 cents a day. You know,
I'm the sucker too. I'm such an add-on guy. Like you just like, hey, what about this for
get
a little
upsold?
bit more? I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, do I need it? And then I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do the.
This goes back to Oyster Gate.
I
almost.
got another one.
Yeah, I'll do the
Just like,
goof proof.
fuck it, order everything.
I got another one.
Yeah, I'll do the goof proof insurance for $130 that I know I'll never have them come out to clean my couch.
Here, how about getting like a cleaning service or like a maid to come through your place?
Yes,
I did that. That's another one. Cleaning stuff fucking stinks. It sucks having to clean stuff.
That's you
get a person who's like professional. They do the baseboards, they steam the floors, they do all the things that make your house like more livable, and you feel good about it. And it didn't even cost that much money. So that I would rather do that than do the flight upgrade.
I'm in on that too.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less. I'll spend 2-3 hours a week just cleaning the shit out of my place.
But you'll never get it. They know what they're doing. They're better at it than you. They do it every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've never even thought about getting
It's not even like a laziness thing. It's just like they're gonna get like they do the baseboards, they scrub. Everything looks spectacular. So
they got the touch.
Actually, on that note,
they got the extra elbow.
I
grease.
did get a Roomba.
Yeah.
That's the
And
touch.
I forgot. I run it every time I come in here. And I just started it.
I never got a Roomba because I feel like the dog was afraid of it.
Breaking.
Breaking.
White Sox saved Roomba. Started.
It's awesome.
White
Love
Sox
it.
David started his Roomba at 2:17 Central Standard Time on Tuesday.
Put it in the
30th
log.
Put it in the log.
of May. You got like neck issues?
Yeah.
You do?
Me specifically?
Yeah.
I guess.
Really?
I have the millennial hump from looking at my phone too long.
Really?
Yeah, do you?
You just seem like someone who'd have like a little out of whack neck.
I mean, kind of a ricochet shot, but okay.
No, it's not. It's just like, you just.
He doesn't. He's a sloucher. I would say Dan slouches.
Does he?
Yeah. When he's
I
walking
think
through
Harry
the
or
office.
Lance is probably the biggest slout, like bad posture.
He's just so tall.
I know. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I say that.
Yeah.
It's impossible for him not to.
Yeah.
That's why I think
Are
Wembyana's
these-
gonna
That's
stink.
That's one of those things that I consciously think about is like walking with your shoulders back.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you wear the Jed Lowry?
The straightener thing.
Yeah,
Like
pull that up.
the man
Lance.
bro thing.
Yeah, I think it was Jed Lowry.
the
Did I get
man's
that
ear.
right?
The man's ear.
I think we're talking about the same picture. Jed Lowry, he's like in a back brace.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jed Lowry.
The baseball player?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I think Feidelberg blogged it like way back in the day. Back straightener, I don't know, but like those guys are probably
Yeah,
like,
one of those things.
Yeah. Well, not it's like way more extreme than that.
You think you could easily tell if someone's wearing that under like a sweater?
Oh, dude.
Is it like a Teflon vest? Like it's poking through that much? They got to have ones that are skin tight for that reason.
Yeah, probably, but I don't know.
I feel like it would look like an unnatural like back straightening. Like you'll be walking around like you got a stiff spine.
Like you'd be just straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost more abnormal to have perfect posture at this point. You know, like someone who
which is
like,
bad.
really,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
someone
And
at
I
the
think you'd look at those people weird too.
yeah, someone who's like at the dinner table.
But I do try to have. I think about it. I do try to have my shoulders back.
You do?
Yeah.
What like
If I'm just like I'll catch
whenever?
myself just what
like at the dinner table and stuff?
dinner table, walking the dog, like it'll just like pop in my mind because I feel like I don't naturally do it, even though my
Yeah.
parents like all the time would be like stand up straight with your shoulders.
That's
back."
straight. Yeah. No, I feel.
And I
you.
think that's one of those things they're right about. You should like
Yeah,
put your walk with your chest out, kind of.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even though I never do it.
Yeah.
Do you guys put your elbows on the table?
Yeah, I've never understood that one. That one is kind. I mean, you don't have to be like aggressive about it, I guess.
Yeah.
But like
I'll.
My dad used to bitch about me, and
Yeah.
I'm with you. I
My
think
mom's a Nazi about that too.
It's easier to eat like that.
yeah. You
But
don't
like,
gotta like
I'll go
mansplain
forearms.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
forearms. count?
Forearms. That's like if
Yeah.
you try to take the forearms on the table away from me, you can fuck yourself.
But there is something like if you're like this, I'm like, what is this guy doing?
At like a more formal dinner.
Yeah, if you're-
sure.
it. Really?
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting there like this, like sawing a steak, like fuck off, let me eat.
Well, you got to get your wings up. You got to saw like that. That's uncomfortable.
But like, what are you doing then? You're just sitting like this the whole time?
No, I think your forearms like this. I think
So
that's
forearms
okay.
is acceptable. It's just if it goes an inch higher on the elbows, then you're trash.
Here it is. Back in the olden days, they used to place tabletops on a log or tree stump, so you put your elbows on a table, it would flip up.
Yo, how far back are these olden
Yeah,
days?
is this from the
They didn't
Pilgrims?
have fucking tables. They didn't have a nail to put the table in place. This has got to be like pre. I feel like all the castles and shit, like all those old things that you see, they had functioning tables.
So it's outdated.
This
We can
has
put
to
our
be like
elbows
a
in the table.
4,000-year-old table manor.
Yeah, did Moses write this?
Like, how did
they
table
don't know
manners
what
out?
a nail is?
But it's like table manners are older than fucking tables. This is essentially what that law says.
That's actually exactly what it says.
Yeah.
That's a weird one right there.
I guess so. I mean, medieval times. You guys ever been there?
Yeah.
We should do a trip there. Can we
We've
do a
talked
trip
about
there?
that many times. We should do a trip.
You're just
I
sawing
haven't
away.
been there in probably 20-something years, and I know, even as an adult, we would have an awesome time.
I think Eddie's sister married.
Wait, you did?
My
Wait,
cousin,
I remember you saying
yeah,
that.
my cousin used to date a knight. Yeah,
the Green Knight?
I think he was red and yellow.
Okay.
But I don't. I think they switch all the time. Yeah,
That's
she used to
kinda
date a
fucked up. I
knight.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think they're allegiant to one color, at least. But from my experience, I could be wrong. It's one of those things where, like, she's not dating him anymore. She's married. She's a couple kids. But I regret not getting the story from that guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's a guy who, like, I like to just ask everyone questions. That's a guy who I don't know how I just
You let
didn't
that
pull him
slip.
aside at
How
the
long
wedding.
ago was this?
This is 2013, so like 10
Okay.
years
She
ago.
could have married into royalty.
Yeah, it's true. She could have been the Princess Peach at the top.
Yeah.
Who wins, you know?
Mario, help!
Yeah, I think yeah, you should. Would you fight a knight?
Like a sword
Joust.
fight at night.
Yeah, would you like do a mock?
You'd be the court jester.
Yeah, like a mock White Sox Dave challenge. Just send
What if
you
they
out there?
had? What if they had jousting though too? Do they have jousting? I can't remember what they do there.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
is no, correct me if I'm wrong. It's jousting when they have two
The
horses.
horses,
that-
yeah.
Oh yeah, they have that. Fuck.
Do they
yeah,
actually
have
hit
that.
them?
Nah, it's all. It's all. I mean, they
I know
might.
it's- I
they
know-
might give you a little poke, but
Yeah,
Do you
little-
think that you could transition from being a knight into being like a professional wrestler?
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. It's
no, like
wrestling
that-
where
he
you're
was
just
a
gonna get
stuntman.
hurt here and there.
Okay.
he was a stuntman.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that makes
So
sense.
that's how it.
Yeah.
So that's like an early stuntman gig.
Did he have an English
Yes.
accent?
Yes, like that's like what. It's like a stuntman. It's like you know he had like long hair, so
He's like, I want to be doing stunts in Marvel movies one day. I got to start with medieval times. And all
maybe
that.
yeah. So if he's coming in to be the Hound's
Yeah.
fucking body double,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
however long that takes, and on like the weekdays he's just the red and yellow knight.
The Illinois medieval
Was he
medieval times
English?
on his resume.
No, I think he was just like from like fucking Ottawa, Illinois, or
Naperville.
something. You know what I mean? Just like some random city. Whereas like yeah, that's just kind of what he does. But yeah,
I wonder what that interview process is like.
right.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty rigorous, I would assume.
Because there's only what 6 or 8 of them.
There's 6, yeah.
They
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
sword on both sides of his neck.
Yeah, knight his ass. Man, I'm happy that that place still exists.
Jeremy from
You know what I mean?
Ottawa.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
places.
That could have easily closed during COVID.
Oh yeah, and that's just also like kind of a gimmicky thing where people like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
it's cool
you
for a few
know."
years, and then once you've done it a few
Yeah.
times, it's like never again
Exactly.
I mean, they've been around for
for a long time.
at least 30 years.
As long as I can
Exactly.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right, next boys trip.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm
we should
in.
plan it for the next few
We
weeks.
got to get
a
like we should get like a
mid-week
party bus though.
I think what's his name? JJ. Who the old Yankees guy, KFC's buddy. I know. I remember he did that before, and it sounded amazing.
A party bus to medieval times?
Yeah,
Dude, yes.
because there's one like in Jersey. There's one. It's
I think
not.
there's
Yeah,
one in
no, there's-
Florida, or there used
Yeah,
to
there's
be.
one
Yeah.
in
I feel-
Tampa area, I want to say.
It's not
I don't-
exclusive.
we went like my grandparents lived down there when I was a little kid. I remember we went to the one in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, I
How
was
many
like
medieval
7.
times are there, Lance? Can you pull that up? Well, he pulls that up. Don't overthink your Father's Day gift. Check out the Barstool Sports store. A lot of good stuff in there. Dad rope hats, polo quarter zips, best tasting coffee, Stella Blue, and everything there. It's stored at barstoolsports.com. Go check it out.
It's a perfect place to get
Yeah,
stuff.
we got a bunch
for
of
your
good
dad.
Chicago stuff, so go check it out. Chiefs hot dog hat would be nice for your dad.
And the windbreaker.
Yeah, if he's a
And-
Cubs fan, the Friday 120 hat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff. So go do that. White Sox Dave, I don't know how much you want to get into this, but I do think it's we should tread lightly, but you
no.
sent us a text about your buddy Smitty.
I know. This is live.
What shot? Is this live, you said?
No, the show's live.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know if he's talked about this publicly, so I don't know if we should. But apparently, Barstool offers 16 weeks of paternity or maternity leave.
And you think
Well,
that's too
paternity
much?
leave, I can see it for a mother, of course, but father, that seems like a lot to me. Okay, he did say it. So
Hey, you know what? Maybe let's start off saying congrats, Smitty.
Yeah, congrats, Smitty.
I
Kid
said
number 2.
congrats. I said congrats to him, and he's like, I'm like, how long are you gonna milk the paternity leave for? And he's like, they offered me 16 weeks, but I'm only taking 2 because he's afraid of catching shit from
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Dave will congratulate you on your first home run. If it's your second one, it's expected. So
Yeah.
he's not congratulating Smitty on his second kid.
Yeah, congrats to the Smitty family
So Dave was so taken aback
and
that
Lieutenant Layla.
he sent it to our group chat and was like,
16 weeks seems preposterous to me for paternity leave. Maternity leave take all
Yeah,
the
his
time
wife
you
had the
want.
baby, not him.
Yeah.
Get back to work.
That's what I'm saying. Get your ass back to work.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I don't know what the
wasn't it
law.
like
I have-
Netflix gave? It's like a benefit that companies used to. They were like competing with each other to have like the best. Like Netflix would give you a year. I feel like that was
Really?
the story.
Really?
Yeah, that was probably a story from
seems
like maybe pre-COVID. I don't know.
I'm
if
talking
it's still that.
strictly paternity.
Yeah.
Netflix gives a year, and you said
Yes.
500 days in Switzerland or
So
whatever.
Sweden. So
Sweden.
our buddy Merle's from Chicklets. I love Merle's.
You always
one
talk
of, he's
about
one
how
of my
much you like
favorite
him.
people. But Merle's, when he was finishing his hockey career, he finished it out in Sweden. Met a Swedish woman, and he still lives over there because they have 3 kids. And he said what they do over there because they get. I don't know if it's exactly 500, but I know it's longer than a year. So they'll pay. Oh.
In Sweden, 480 days.
480 days, okay. And
And
Seems
if
like
they have
enough.
twins, you get an extra 6 months if on top of that 480.
yeah, and then it recycles with every kid. Yeah. So what you can do is go, and that Sweden did that intentionally because their birth rate was declining so much. So they
An
pay you
incentive to get laid.
yeah, so they'll pay you like 80% of your salary as the benefit, and then like the wife, you'll just never go back to work essentially because you'll have a kid. That 400, you get to like whatever 400 something days. Have the other
You
kid.
think what I'm thinking, Ed?
3 kids.
move
So
to
like,
Sweden and have kids.
you can have 3 kids in 5 years and never really go back to work while still making. I think it was like 80% of whatever your salary was. So
Jeez, imagine
Yeah.
Bonnie Hunt. She were by a dozen. She's never working again.
Merle's told me too. He's like, people will time it out
yeah,
that way.
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he
Did he?
had his 3rd. I think in the last year or so. Since I've known
I don't
him.
know Merle's well at all. He's from Sweden.
He's from upstate New York. I just said that too. So he finished his hockey career in Sweden.
Okay.
And then met a
I
Swedish
was reading
woman.
the thing.
That would suck having twins then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Time.
wouldn't want twins.
Yeah.
Then your back's against the wall. That's a good point, Dan.
Thank you.
Would
Did,
you ever want twins?
Would
That
you?
sounds awful.
Would you ever choose twins?
No.
I mean, I think
2 versus 0 is probably okay because I think that's a thing with like if you're doing in vitro, you're
more likely to have
correct.
twins. Yeah.
Your odds of multiple births go up way, but like just like the random luck of the draw where you get 2, it's like oh shit.
Yeah, imagine like you're like 3 kids in. You're like, oh, let's do one more. Boom, twins.
Well, I've referenced him on the show before. The urologist, my buddy Ryan, he had a 2-year-old. Then they had twins while he was doing his residency. He told, and I didn't see him for like a year when that happened.
Oh, yeah,
he
sure,
said
yeah.
he said that because he was like on call overnight, twins. The other kid was still like basically a baby. He said the longest he went of like consecutive uninterrupted sleep for like I think he said it was like 8 months. It was like 45 minutes. Because as soon as he went down, one kid was crying. Then they get them both down. Then like some nurse is calling from the hospital.
Yeah, I think I'd rather work.
And he was like.
I think I'd rather push schmuck logs.
But I feel like if
He
you're
was
a
still
mom,
working, yeah, but
I feel like if you're a mom, you would kind of want,
knock them all out at once.
yeah, like what then
That's
you're,
true.
Yeah, just jumble the worst years together.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think you get double the postpartum? Like, is your postpartum that much more intense if you have 2?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Need a mom on the show.
It's a good
Yeah.
question. Yeah, I don't know.
Can you call your mom real quick?
Let's call her. Be like, hey, do you? Well, she doesn't have twins,
Yeah.
so I don't really know. Here, Dave. That's from Hannah.
What is it?
It's a piece of candy.
I thought thought the fucking thing was a P. You fucking losers.
Dave. Oh, oh no, he didn't break it. This got me too, for the record. It's a little fucking box with a spider.
Dave hates spiders, though.
Yes, Dave
Yeah.
does hate
it's-
spiders. How does that look?
If
on
I
the
know a
fucking-
snake isn't venomous, I have no problem walking up to a snake and picking it up and like showing it to the camera. Spiders, I don't even like watching them. I can't watch Arachnophobia with what's
Really?
his face? Yeah.
What about Eight-Legged Freaks?
When we had the series,
Devin Soya.
If that's all CGI, it's a little different. But Arachnophobia, they look super fucking real.
That was a plastic spider.
Well, I didn't know what was in there until I
it
fucking
popped
opened
out
it.
at you.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of?
That was only
I
like a
think
quarter of a second thinking
What-
it was real, and no one's.
What about like Buzz's in Home Alone, where he has?
I don't like it. No.
No.
And it's
That's the scariest.
weirdly
part of the movie for you?
enough, it's not the like tarantulas. The thicker the body is, like the less the fear is. But like the quick creep. Like, have you ever seen the videos? I see them on fucking Instagram.
Yeah, pull up some spider videos.
No,
dude.
you don't want to do
No,
that.
why not?
Well, go ahead. I don't care. I'll just look away. But they were on a roof or something, and someone
Do the
broke a
Bird
spider
Box
sack,
meme
and
to
there's
him,
just
make him
spiders
watch.
flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Ugh, horrifying.
I think I just
Horrifying.
I think
Have you ever seen Charlotte's Web?
That's a cartoon. Yeah, I saw it.
I think
Charlotte's
there's
Web, like 30 years
I think they
ago.
remade it though.
Damn,
So
I
the
kind of
spiders
want to
are
watch
alive.
Arachnophobia now.
Yeah.
I think I just thought of the next White Sox Dave challenge.
That's Noonan, right?
Throw them in a spider box.
I won't do it. Go ahead and try it. I won't do
So
it.
if it was like a fear
Yeah,
factor,
like that's fucking terrifying.
You don't like that spider? It looks too thick. You
yeah,
said
you
don't
said you
mind
didn't
the
mind
thick
the thick
boys.
ones.
Like my toes are curling right now looking at these.
Really?
I fucking.
But I mean,
My
that
toes
you
are
could.
curling,
Is
you
that
know,
a
your
Black
toes
Widow?
curling.
Like what's a?
No, Black Widow's got the red thing on there.
That's
All right,
red.
Mary,
their
fuck,
ass.
kill, spiders, snakes, rats.
Kill rats, marry snakes, or kill spiders, fuck snakes, marry rats.
I think the numbers matter and like the scenario matters. Rats don't really bother me that much, and spiders don't really bother me that much either.
Say you're laying in a
I don't
tank
care.
of each.
There's a dead rat in my alley right now.
dude.
The dog keeps trying to eat.
Would you
In
rather
your apartment?
No, in my alley.
Oh, I thought you
it's
said
just
Oh, yeah.
flattened, and they won't pick it up.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's gross.
See, I'm out on rats.
Out on
Rats.
rats.
Are,
Yeah, rats are vermin. They're disgusting, disease-ridden. But
I'd
like,
kill rats. I'd fuck snakes. I'd marry spiders.
I fucking hate spiders.
What was that
hate
movie or
spiders.
show?
Any
where
bug,
they,
really,
was
I
it
don't
Game
like.
of Thrones, where they put the bucket with the rat on it? and
Yeah,
then
it was Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Done
yeah.
that.
Pull, what you say?
No, that was fucked up, and it's like it's crazy that they've done that twice. That was also in a Fast and Furious, I think.
Really? Pull up a spider video that like is in a house, like that's in like the wall or something. Or no, not spider. Sorry, snake. Can you do that?
Yeah, I
Do the scene from Indiana Jones.
You know when it's like you're people who live in like an 8-story building, and
How about have you
they
seen?
get an email and they say, "Oh, sorry, a pet snake has went missing. Keep your eye out." And then it's just. In
I mean,
your
I feel like
fucking
once
AC.
a year we get a story out of Australia where one comes up out of the toilet,
Toilet,
and
yeah.
bites somebody in the ball sack.
Australia's got some fucked up animals down there.
They
They
got-
say that, but is it? It seems like people in Australia kind of get along fine. I feel like there's just certain parts of Australia that are just very woodlands and whatnot. And
Aren't,
there's-
like,
is that how you feel?
80%
telling
of the
you.
fucking
Yeah, like oh yeah.
look at this shit, dude. Come on, you take spiders over this thing?
yeah.
Oh,
You, dude.
that's fucking huge though.
I would,
That's what I'm
but like
saying, dude.
Yeah, see,
how do I want to? I don't know. It's
I
I know
feel
it's
like when
completely
you say-
irrational. Irrational.
Look at that thing. He's coming back on him, bro.
but
yeah, they're-
but like this guy tried to juke him out real quick.
Oh, dude, look at that snap,
You
dude.
can't let
that's
go
not
of
even
it.
like a fast one. That's a
I like his fighting stance.
What's he gonna
here.
do with his hat?
I don't know, but like get a golf club. I feel like you got to get a golf club.
Did he go
hiding
down
the
a little bit?
Drop ceiling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine just sitting in your room and you see that fucking guy, Robin Hood, just drop ceiling
right.
on your ass.
I
it's-
had a snake growing up.
That's weird.
Crazy.
I mean,
I mean,
it was.
your biggest fear just chilling in your house at all
No,
times.
his biggest fear. He doesn't care about snakes.
I don't
He's
care
like,
about. We had
Take
we
the
had,
potatoes out of your
I
ears,
thought
Dan.
you said I don't even care if it's venomous. I hate them.
No.
No,
What's your snake?
that's the only if a snake's not if there was a snake crawling in this room right now and I knew it wasn't venomous. Obviously, you're not going to go near it. If it
Pull
can
up
kill
another
you.
one. I like those.
But if a snake were crawling on this floor right here, like a little gardener snake or something, obviously I'm not going to fuck with that thing because it'll chomp your face off. But
Yeah.
I'm not like afraid to look at it. Like spiders, I don't even like looking at.
So this isn't spiders, but I think I was probably in middle school. My sister came out of her room, and she like just very calmly like walked down to our kitchen table, and she goes, "My room is completely covered in bees." So we like walked up to, and I was probably like 12. Walked up to her room, had to be like just hundreds, maybe over 1,000 bees on like every inch of her room. And called an exterminator in. Guy comes in, no gloves, no nothing. He like finds where it is. They had a 50-pound
Nest.
like hornet's
Yeah.
nest
Whoa.
that he just like
In the attic or some
carefully
shit.
like took out of the ceiling and like got rid of it.
Sounds like a biblical plague.
Yeah.
Just had
Speaking
bees all
of
over her
bees,
Look at that.
we may be
Keep 'em
working with
coming.
our old friend Abdullah from
What?
Light and Sunny. Did you know
Look
that?
at that
Say
thing.
that
Look at
again?
it rap, dude. Sorry to Abdullah. Look at that snake rapping, dude.
It's a nice wrap.
Yeah, it's a clean rap, dude.
Do you think there are any snakes in like Lincoln Park or anything? Because we used to find snakes
100%.
I mean, probably pets that
all the
people.
No, I
You
meant
don't,
like
outside.
outside,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
wild
I wouldn't say
snakes.
in like the but like maybe they should release some snakes, get rid of some of the rats.
I mean, they do that with cats.
I know they're the feral cat program.
Feral
Then
cat.
we're
Well,
gonna have
that's-
a snake problem.
That cat, we have a feral cat, and that fucking cat, because I got a bunch of dog food delivered, like fresh dog food, and I didn't have anywhere to put it. My freezer was packed, and so I left it on the back patio for like a night, and the fucking cat destroyed it. Ate all of it.
What a
The
lazy
rat?
piece of shit.
No, a cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? Can
This is
you?
over the winter.
Can you ever hear? Do you remember the Turtle Man? Call of the Wild Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy
Right.
was the man.
Yeah.
The
I
man.
remember that.
This guy didn't use. This guy. It was a show. It was on Animal Planet or some shit.
I think it was just YouTube.
No, he was on. He was on
Was
TV.
he?
So listen to this guy, Chief. He didn't use gloves or he didn't use anything. You
And
know?
those things will fucking take your face off.
Well, it didn't. Well, he did all animals, Dave. What animal are you talking about? He did all animals. But the turtle you're talking
Yeah,
about?
the
Yes,
snapping
yes,
turtles, yeah.
correct. That was his specialty. So you're right. So he didn't use gloves, didn't use anything. Like he just hopped in himself, and he did jobs, but he didn't take payment. He only took like a favor back.
Just did it for the love of the
Yeah,
game.
so like he got like raccoons out of like a schoolhouse, and like they're like, "Thank you, Turtle Man. Like we're gonna give you this pecan pie." And that was it. Like this guy's going to war with these things. And
Oh,
look at
the
this,
eyes
dude.
on that thing.
Get
Fuck.
fucked, dude. Look at that.
That's
Did
kinda
you see
scary
Oh
with the
no
eyes.
way!
Did you
dude.
see the? I think Danny posted.
Where's this
it.
at?
Did you see the snapping turtle that was in Chicago River?
Oh, dude.
Oh
that was
yeah,
a-
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather? Let's say that's non-venomous. Would you rather have to wrestle or fight off a snake, or the big snapping turtle? Because I think I think I'd rather fight the snake.
I think the snapping turtle, if you just get behind it, then you'd be fine.
That's how I feel about the snake. I just grab it by its neck.
Yeah, or that, yeah.
Right,
Was that
you
a
know,
con-
But so at the golf course I worked at in like high school and college and shit, they had a couple snapping turtles like that, and you'd see them by the driving range. And legend had it that one of them snapped a goose's neck, just like snapped it in half.
I believe that.
What is this? A compilation? I'm gonna have to watch this when I get home. I love watching these, dude.
And do you like
Especially like the Ring
compilations?
doorbell footage. I love them compilations. Especially the Ring doorbell one. I found this one guy's channel and he does like scary Ring doorbell things.
Oh,
Dude, it's terrifying.
that's one of those things. Was getting those on TikTok.
Yeah.
I had to delete the app and like try to like refresh the algorithm because
dude,
it was
you would get scary Ring doorbell occurrences.
dude like the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, pull that up. Pull that up.
No,
Pull that up.
no, you don't want to see this stuff. You
I
don't
know.
wanna see
Well, it's
'cause
out
like,
there. You can't just be oblivious to it.
Wait, I'm curious. I've never seen it.
No,
Oh,
it's
dude,
like
put-
the way
Is
that
it
this
like
one guy
ghosts?
would.
Or-
No,
No, it's like
no.
guys with like masks, like rolling up to your house. and
Or
shit like
there
that.
was one where this guy was like threatening this woman who lived inside, and he was like so calm about it, but was like, yeah, like, you know, I'm gonna. Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
look at that guy,
That
dude.
didn't even have a mask.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
That person have a gun?
Nah, I don't know what she has.
Is that Petey?
holding what appears to be a plastic
from,
bag and a roll of toilet paper.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, see, like this stuff, like it's just
You guys
people
know
are
PD
so
USA?
insane.
Twitchy behavior.
Dude, yeah, this guy's at the and
Look at his
especially-
eyeballs,
Well,
man.
that's what the Ring doorbell does. It gives you that nice black and white
Meth or some other
angle, like
Ring doorbell killed Ding Dong Ditching.
it did. Although kids shouldn't give a fuck. Yeah, Mr. Nightmare, that's the guy. Sometimes I'll watch these
Dude,
late
you
and I'll be
are-
fucked up.
You have,
man clearly has a hard
I'll be
time
fucked.
figuring
Mr.
out
Nightmare
how to
fucks me
identify
up.
himself.
I don't know.
but
if
like
that's
you like that
necessary.
feeling of being
See
fucked
how
up.
Oh, look at this
dilated
guy. Like, imagine
That's
this
the same
guy.
guy.
He's definitely under the influence of drugs.
I mean,
You think?
Dave, aren't you like in a complex? You're safe for this.
I do not have a doorbell. No.
We're gonna see Dave in one of these videos.
Yeah, true. True.
Wow.
Kid I went to college with got drunk one night and got a gun pulled on him because he walked to the wrong house.
Dude, that's a legitimate fear now. You know what I mean?
Nothing ever happened with it,
Doorbell
but
count.
he
Armed,
was like,
masked men.
he
Look at
walked,
this
rang the
video.
doorbell,
Neighbors with the actual
tried to
would-be
get
victim.
inside. The dude's like,
In
get the
video
fuck out of
front
my
the
house.
ring
And he's
camera,
like, what are you talking about? This is
three
my
armed
house,
masked
bitch. Whatever he
men
said.
are seen
Guy pulled a
approaching
gun
the
on
front
him.
door to the house.
Try to get the
One
guy
in
with the
front armed
mask.
with
Look at
what
this
appears
guy.
to
He's
be
got
an
a
assault
fucking
rifle.
AK-47 at the
Three
door.
armed
fuck?
masked men
That's
are
what I'm
seen
saying,
approaching the
dude.
front door to the house.
Oh, he's got a
One in
mask?
front
See?
armed with what appears to be an
Like, I don't know.
assault
This is
rifle.
probably
The
some
masked man who approached the door.
settling
trying to
scores
block the
kinda
view of
shit.
the camera
Yeah,
with
but
his
imagine if
car.
they're
showing
showing
up
us
with an
scores.
Okay,
Over
we want to
house.
change subject right now.
Continuing
Tom, where were
to
you sitting
break
last
it.
night? So Tom did the red line trip. Speaking, we're talking about like revenge shit. There was a legitimate gang fight at Sox Park last night, right next to me. They were throwing up gang signs, security. There was a whole brouhaha. It was fucking wild. They started throwing up signs and shit
In
to each
section
other.
108?
I was in
And
114.
the one to the left, so 107 or 109, however it goes.
And which side were you on?
We were in 108.
Yeah, well, what side
Oh,
of the
I
gang
just
fight were
I
you
just like slapped at it, but like people were legit. There was actually two kids that were like in the middle of it. One of them had a positive vibes only hat on, so him and I were like shooting the shit about it. He might be listening right now. So if he is, like, I would love to get the full story because he was like in the middle of it. But he came over. He's like, dude, they were just, it was like a gang fight. They were starting to throw up gang signs and shit and like getting into each other's faces, and then it like got broken up and everything. But it was a gang fight.
Damn.
Don't love that.
No.
Dave, quick word from the chat. People seem to be very upset still that you never gave $100 to anyone for part of the contest of your free money you got.
What
And
what
I'm kind of
contest?
upset too.
I don't remember this.
You got a free check from your old job, and you said you give 100 of your whatever $1,000+, and you never did it.
2,600 or something like that.
And you couldn't give away a $100 gift.
But like, what did they have to do? I don't remember this at all.
You
Find out. I'll do it. I'll send it tonight. Just find out what I gotta do.
Well, it was your promise.
It's your
I don't
contest.
remember.
Why, let's
Find out what Danny. Find out what Dave said 3 months ago, and
They
put it
s-
out there.
oh, you said you'd give me $100, and then someone,
Yeah.
one of the fans, $100.
Let's
$100
crack
gift.
open
buy
your
you
brain
dinner
right
every
now.
time we're out.
No,
Don't
you
remember?
don't. You don't. I completely turned down any free shots or anything from Dave after that.
Let's crack open your brain right now and think of a new contest where someone could win $100. of
That
White
you'll
Sox
actually
Dave's
go
money.
through with.
Someone thinking that
You-
Dave is refusing
okay.
to talk about this is hilarious.
No.
Yeah, he's not. He just forgot.
I don't care
He's
about
not
that.
actually.
No one's trying to get-
Nobody here remembers it.
I do. We all
No,
do.
you don't. 'cause
I
you
have
didn't
a
give
faint memory,
specifics.
but I don't have a specific.
But here,
Yeah,
this is-
okay, you want the
well,
specifics? I just told you. You got a free check from your old job, and you promised one of the fans a $100 gift, and you never delivered.
But
Can I
for
be more
what,
specific?
For what? Just pick a random follower.
Yeah.
And say, here's $100. I don't remember that, but I'll do that. Pending this, you have to go and tell 3 people that have not subscribed to the Stool Mid Show
Well,
or to Barstool Chicago.
I don't think you can do that after the fact.
3 people shoot for the stars.
No, and then send me the video
Of
or
what?
whatever of them subscribing. I don't
Okay.
know, figure it out, and then I'll pick one lucky winner of whoever got 3 people to subscribe, like a little avalanche of subscriptions. How do we like that, Ed?
Honestly, getting a Venmo from White Sox Dave is just that's on the pantheon.
Have you ever gotten a Venmo from me?
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, you're like we've talked. You're Venmo Sox Dave. Like that's just what you're
Every
a Venmo
time you
guy.
guys, well, you send the request to him, and then he
Yeah.
pays you. Yeah, every time
You're a
you guys,
Venmo guy.
you guys go to the casino.
I think. Yeah.
Cash is obsolete in 2023.
Not at the casino. I gotta say though, so when we went to the casino, I walked out of there with I think it was 400 in cash, 500 in cash, something like that. I had a hard like they went to many places who would not take my money.
A lot don't anymore.
Yeah, it's great. It's crazy.
Becoming a
yeah.
cashless society. It's all like an abstract, like, thing now.
Cash.
Kinda.
A lot of places just straight up don't take it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what
The
clean
50-50
the
at
potatoes out of
sporting
your
events.
ears. That's what Chief just said.
Yeah. What did you say?
No, I
Tom?
just think it's funny, like the 50-50 at sporting events, it was always cash only because it's technically like a lottery or gambling.
Yep.
No,
Now
it's,
it's card only.
It's card only, yeah.
Yeah.
That's I had
Explain
someone.
that switch. How do you go from cash only to card only?
Yeah, I
Did you do the 50-50 at Sox game last night?
Both games.
I have a buddy who won it on like a Tuesday night in April. It was last year, I think. It was either last year or 2021. And he won like $1,000 because there was just so few people there.
Oh,
How
actually, I never
pissed would you be?
checked.
Because sometimes, like last night, it was probably, I don't know, probably take home 35, 40 grand, I would guess.
It was like $9,000 when it was like the 6th inning I saw. So I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know how
That's
high it
it?
could've gone.
I haven't done it in a while because I always lose a
Dave,
thing.
I'm just realizing I bought the 50-50 and I never checked. if I
Yeah,
wanted
that's why I stopped doing them because I just never check.
Yeah,
You can
I-
go online and check though.
I did $50 at the
I might have lost it
Coyotes
too.
game in Arizona. I forgot to check.
You can. I think
But
you
they-
get like a month or something.
That was actually kind of a sad thing for the Coyotes. Like, shines a light on how bad that situation is. They did a 50-50 raffle, but they do it over 3 games. So you have to show up, or like, I don't know, like, so that's like, what am I going to go to the third game? Like, remember to check in like
Yeah,
in like
right.
a week and a half when they have another home game.
right.
That's bad. They got
But
to get out of there.
Tom did something I have never done yesterday, and I think it's cool that he did it. He did the red line Cubs day game, Sox
Cubs,
night
Sox,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a couple times you could do that this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Every year there's like maybe 2
Yeah, because they usually don't try to
Yeah.
intersect.
for that reason because drunk assholes and gang members going to Sox
Yeah,
Park.
That's
that
why.
night.
That's why.
There was so many fucking people in Cubs shit last night, and every one of them made a point to come up to me and like, "Oh, should I be wearing this here?" It's like, no, asshole, you shouldn't.
Is that acceptable though? If you're coming from the Cubs
I think
game,
it has to be.
I honestly don't care.
you
what the
rather
fuck
them
you
wear both?
But it's like, no, that's a huge no go.
There's a few people at the Cubs game in White Sox gear, if that makes you feel better.
It doesn't. Those people should not be acting like that.
More
Cubs game
fights.
was
Like
Did
I saw
anyone here
people in
go?
Cincinnati Reds, like a Joey Votto jersey yesterday. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Cubs game today, yesterday was the most crowded and crazy I've seen it into the 9th inning. Like the entire stadium
Oh, you had a perfect
was still
game
packed.
or whatever going.
The 7th.
But even in the 9th, I'm saying like usually I feel like people start filing out, especially in the bleachers, like
Get
maybe
in
to the
line for
bars.
Old Crow early.
Right, the entire stadium, and then like Old Crow and all those bars were like not crowded after the game, which is pretty
really,
nice.
You're watching Stro.
Yeah.
Monday
Watching
night
Stroh.
too.
Chief, can you tell us about Talkify, please?
I'd love to tell you about Talkify. It's a dating service. So life is full of what ifs. So what if you try something new when it comes to dating? Talkify is a new way to meet other serious singles. So if you're looking to get married, Talkify is the place you want to go. Talkify is the country's #1 modern matchmaking service that is designed to help you achieve relationship success. Their trusted compatibility specialists hand select successful and compelling candidates so you can date consciously and productively. Here's how it works. The Talkify matchmakers meet with you to learn about what you're looking for in a partner. Then they'll select and screen potential match candidates for you. This way, like, ladies, if you're listening and you're like, I got to know about this guy, White Sox Dave, and then they'll screen him, they'll remove him from the pile, and you'll go on to the next one. So doing background checks,
I don't
video.
think that's a good way to
video
promote Talkify.
Sure it is.
It's not because
They
you should-
screen out people.
not like me.
They might. And they ask all those tough questions that are too awkward for first dates. So from there, your matchmaker plans your date introductions and handles all the communications for you, creating a safe and stress-free dating experience. Talkify is committed to finding your match. 80% of clients met their person within the first 12 matches. So I'd say that's pretty good odds. And right now, Talkify is offering our listeners 20% off when you become a client at Talkify.com/mid. That's TAWKIFY.com/mid for 20% off. Like I said, when you become a client, Talkify/mid.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Arachnophobia was done by Walt Disney. Huh? It was a Disney production. That kind of surprises me. Well, it was like a subsidiary.
Yeah.
Hollywood
Is
Pictures.
it? I haven't seen that.
Well, I've never seen that either, but I feel like Disney just owns so many of those.
Like
things.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it all funnels
Well,
up
that's probably true.
to Mickey.
Did you anybody watch Succession or no?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
No? Dave, you ever watched it?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm stealing that line for my family.
What?
I'm the eldest boy. I'm the eldest boy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like we should have some certain rights, and I feel like my rights have been trampled on by my siblings. I just didn't know how to verbalize it until I watched that show.
Yeah.
You-
Where does it rank in for you?
For the finale?
Yeah. Well, like in just
It
in
sounds
general.
like everybody fucking loved it.
The finale?
Did you?
Yeah, I watched
You
it.
watch?
I watched
Yeah.
it. I thought it was a good finale. I
Yeah.
don't think. I think it's a really good show. It doesn't meet an all-time great for me though. But that's
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, it's one of those. I don't know if it's even in my top 5 HBO, but I think I thought it was a very good show. I left I left the place basically to go home and watch it. So
that was dirty though to do that on Memorial Day. I mean, I know that I don't know how they timed it up like that.
yeah,
It's a bad day to have your.
your last one,
Yeah, your series finale.
and Barry too.
I know.
That one
I didn't watch
that
it.
sucked.
I didn't watch it.
But yeah, I thought Succession was a very good, like, I didn't feel like I was wasting my time. You know how like at the end of Thrones you're like, I'm fucking wasting my time
Yeah.
watching this. So I never felt like that. I don't know. It was like the way, like how she like pulled out at the very end, like last second. I'm like, all right, really? Like you're doing that in the board, like that part to me. There was all these like these little things that bothered me, but overall, I thought the show was very good.
The dialogue and the characters and the acting were tremendous.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Tremendous. I mean, Kieran Culkin, he's going to be.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
That was he was to me, and then Wom's games. I don't know who those
Yeah,
were like,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
Greg the Egg. I feel like those 3 people are gonna like go off and do other
Tremendous.
like big things because they're so like Wom's games to me like can do everything. He was in another movie. It was like a World War. It's like Operation Mincemeat or something like that. It's on Netflix.
I've seen it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, and so he can kind of, I don't know. He's another guy which when I found out he was English, it like blew my mind.
Yeah, Dave, I'm surprised you didn't watch it based on the quote that's given
Cunt
here.
is as cunt does. That is true. That is true.
Cunt is as cunt does.
That is very true.
There you go, Dave.
Yeah,
He
he was a very hateable character.
Yeah. Well, how come you never got into it?
I'm
What do you
always-
watch?
I'm
Yeah.
always Johnny come lately with TV. I didn't start Thrones until season 5, I think it was.
Dave's too busy rewatching Thrones.
Yeah, no, he's gonna start it tomorrow.
He's
We're
gonna live
start
tweet it.
session tomorrow and live tweet it.
No,
Same with
I've
Euphoria.
always done that with TV shows. I've never live tweeted anything unless I've caught up.
The
only-
Euphoria.
That's not true. You did that with Euphoria.
Not live tweeting it though. I'm just talking about like, yo, dude, I finally watched Euphoria. It's awesome. I'm not like, oh, how could I already forget the characters' names, but
I don't like when people live tweet shows.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I find it.
I don't
I think the only
really do it either.
the only
I'll like
exception to
react
that
to
rule
shit, but
for me was Thrones. Like Thrones became such like a fucking event. I remember when it went head to head. I think it was like Game 6 of the NBA Finals. It was like Cavs and Warriors, and I'm like, I'm watching Thrones because
I swear to Christ, I was out with a girl for Battle of Winterfell. We were at Declan's, and I'm like looking. It's getting closer and closer. I'm like, I gotta go watch this. And she's like, if you leave this date to go to watch Game of Thrones, like I will never talk to you again. I never talk to her again. And I was like 5 minutes late, so I had to turn Twitter off because I was behind Twitter. I had to DVR it.
Was the
Never
Battle
said
of
another
Winter?
word to her.
Was the Battle of Winterfell worth it?
I'm the only one on earth who loved that episode
he loved the whole show shot in the dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he loved
because
it.
I knew what was going on still.
Yeah, but looking back,
I
Would-
loved the episode. That was my
No, no,
favorite
no.
episode of that season.
so it was worth it to never talk to that girl again.
Yeah, fuck her.
What if she was the one?
Yeah,
I don't care. Find another one, Ed. Right?
I don't know.
Like the Tommy quote. Like I wake up all. What does he say when they're at dinner? With
You gotta have
In
the quote ready.
Goodfellas.
Gotta
or
have the quote
Goodfellas.
ready.
what did I
Yeah.
say? Did
you
I say
said
Goodfellas?
Tommy, which is
Yeah,
the
Goodfellas.
characters, but you
Yeah.
didn't say the movie.
What do they say? How many good ones do you get throughout
your
your life? Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. Is that a real stat?
Well, you get 3 good ones in your life, maybe like that.
3 good ones?
I don't know.
How many good ones have you had, Ed?
I don't know. Do you
You
have
ever
that or no?
I don't even. know
I
what you're
feel
talking about.
like I feel like I've had 2 good ones.
Yeah.
2 that I would like a do over on. I would say.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Ones that got away?
Do you have that?
I don't really know what you're talking about. I think you mean they say like the first one's a trial, the second one you learn something, third one's it, right?
No, let me Google the quote. That'll be
I
easier.
don't know, whatever.
Yeah, go look.
Yeah.
Go on Tumblr, Eddie.
But
Well, it's from it's like from like a Bronx Tale or something.
I do think that
That's where all your relationship knowledge comes from.
No,
Like,
that was not my
Eddie,
thing.
Eddie's looking for the one. He's like, I go to see if she passes the test again. The door test.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's from.
I do think that's the most Twitter's ever popped off since Thrones.
What's
though,
the exact quote?
for a TV show?
According to this, you're only allowed 3 great ones in your lifetime. They come along like great fighters once every 10 years, but sometimes you get them all at once. Me, I had my 3 when I was 16. That happens. What are you going to do? That's the way it goes.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Tough.
Um,
Every 10 years, huh?
3 every 10. Yeah, 1 every 10 years. But you're only allowed 3 great ones in your lifetime.
To think about that.
Dave, you thinking about her? No?
Can't say so, Ed.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's really fucked
Sad.
up.
Sorry, White Sox Jane.
Yeah. White Sox Jane.
Jane, I don't like that name.
That would be sick though if your wife was White Sox blank.
No, it wouldn't. That'd be awful.
You think so?
I don't need to be reminded about me. I hate me.
I thought you make him call you
No,
White
but
Sox Dave.
I like the idea of like Mr. and Mrs. White Sox, whatever. And that's like, you
I'd
can
like
even
it
do
for
it as like a
those.
wedding cake. You're both like the little
No.
figurines or wearing Paul Canerico jerseys.
In fact,
It was like
I know
Deborah.
that if she is a White Sox fan,
Two
the
WSDs.
hypothetical one, air quotes, then she's gonna just be a miserable asshole just like I am. So why would I want that added to my
don't
life?
you want somebody who understands you at your worst?
Fair counterpoint.
If they can't handle you in
And
October,
this is
they
why
don't deserve
this
you
is
in
what Talkify will do for you, Dave.
April
Yeah,
cancellation.
see, that was like a 10-minute ad read.
Yeah.
That's all this was.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
all this was. With secession mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start it soon, probably a year or 2 down the road.
All right. Well, I've tweeted when
And
you
it's
did.
also like my binge season is really from Christmas to New Year's. That's like my binge watching TV
You got
season.
6 days.
Those 6 days, I won't do a fucking thing. I will sit on the couch and
I-
watch 12 episodes of whatever I'm binging.
I hear you on that, but like, you can't watch shows any other.
I mean, that's when you.
Yeah, but
Well,
like,
he
it's-
doesn't have time during the summer because he's watching the White Sox.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So you basically have October to
To April.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean,
good
I've
amount of
watched
time.
TV shows outside of that window, but that's like
that's your big window.
I know what I'm doing.
Like
Yeah.
you're locked in at those
Yeah.
times. Okay.
Well, like just put on 25 pounds, don't give a shit, lose it after the new year, order
you can
pizza,
stick- yeah.
fucking fried food every day, and just watch TV.
Stick of butter.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I love that week. It's the best week of my life.
We talked about in the draft. That's like
Yeah.
my
My
patch. December.
My favorite tweet.
Super, yeah. White Sox Dave, super late to the party, but Euphoria is the most twisted, fucked up show.
Yeah, I
I've
wasn't
ever
live
seen,
tweeting it
and
though.
it's outstanding. But
I
it was
love
like
that.
the
I thought
day
that
after
show
the
was
finale.
fucking awesome. I really thought it was
It was the
awesome.
day after the finale aired.
Yeah.
It was the day
like
after
if he
the
had tweeted that in April or May, it would not have been as.
I'm pretty sure.
Memorable.
Pull up.
I watched the second season live. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, did you? Speaking of that show, did you see who was at Lost Corolla this weekend?
Lost
Confirmed.
Girl or Sydney.
Sydney Sweeney was at Lost Corolla.
Oh, dude.
God
Yeah.
damn it!
What?
yeah.
She was at Bounce.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Fuck!
I had a friend who was at Bounce and he met her.
Damn.
I knew
And,
I should have picked up her call.
Yeah, I had a friend who was at Bounce. He met her. He's like, yeah, she's like very pretty in person too.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
February 27th. Yeah, see.
Confirmed.
And then you tweeted
But
that,
that was the-
28th.
Go back to it.
That was the next.
I might
day.
not have been caught up or something then.
Well,
No,
obviously,
no,
you
no.
tweeted about the first episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really enjoyed the show. That was. I thought it was really fucking good.
Dude, they're the new show that guy's making is getting crushed. They're
What?
saying it's like, what's it called, Tom?
With the weekend.
Yes, with the Weeknd in it, and John. And
I don't
Depp.
like
The
him very
Weekend
much.
acts.
They
Yeah,
all
I guess
fucking
so.
act. All musicians
I
act.
guess so.
Dave, you got to have a
Taylor
Succession
Swift will start
The
being a
Idol.
movie
tweet
soon.
today.
Yeah, you should start
just started
Succession.
Succession.
today.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a day
That's
after.
what I
but-
mean. You got to start the session right now.
Yeah.
I know I won't though. It'll be a minute.
The Sox play today. It's Tuesday. Might be an off day.
but I'll stop it. I'm sure. because of other shit. But can we play this is like one of my all-time favorite scenes in a TV show. The scene where the football player's dad tells the family to fuck off. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's hilariously funny, I think.
A lot of hype.
It's in Euphoria.
It's in Euphoria.
I've never
yeah.
seen Euphoria.
It's not it would be a spoiler technically, but like you don't care. I know you don't care. And it's been a year since this
I'll
aired,
close
so
my
fuck
eyes.
off.
Yeah.
Your fault.
I
At this
feel like
point.
you think it's a hard clip to find?
Can we even play
No.
it? I don't even know if.
Dave,
Oh,
can you
yeah,
just
it's good
reenact
fun.
it for us instead?
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I only seen the show once, but I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's not a humor show, obviously. It's not a comedy.
It's a dark show.
It's a fucking dark show.
See, like that's one of those things where I'm like, I don't need to see that.
You can't
It's-
just watch Jonathan Taylor Thomas Christmas Story. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
can't
like I don't want to, which I don't.
It's
like
good,
we watch
though.
like Dope Sick.
like the
stuff like
storyline's
that.
good. It's
I don't know.
it's like I would say more toned down version, much toned down version of Requiem for a Dream. Like
Yeah,
same.
That's what I mean.
You get this-
Fuck you for making us watch that. That movie was horrible.
but good.
I don't. But
It's a
like
good movie.
Yeah.
But like if I
You didn't need to. You'll never need
I
to
didn't want
watch
to
it again.
If I could go back in time and not watch it, I
you
would
talk about
probably not
rewatchable
watch
movies
it.
like Shawshank.
Yeah,
that
that
movie
ain't it.
is the opposite. You
Yes.
watch it once and you're like, it was fine. Like I understand why people like it because it's like artistic and all that shit. Never want to see
Made
it
me
again.
feel like I was having a seizure at points. So
Who's your
With
favorite
the eye,
director, Dave?
like dilating and shit.
yeah.
Who's my what?
Who's your favorite director?
That you're angry.
I'm not some cinephile where I
You
know
that? I mean, I don't know.
Obviously, Scorsese doesn't really miss. The only Scorsese movie I don't like is that everybody does. I don't think The Aviator is any good. That's Scorsese, right?
It's DiCaprio.
It's DiCaprio. I'm pretty sure it's Scorsese.
Let's look it up.
Or I might be saying DiCaprio. That's like the only DiCaprio movie I
It
don't
is
like.
directed by Scorsese.
Yeah,
you go.
I thought it was
Correct,
just
yeah.
fine.
I watched it when I was younger and I didn't like it,
It's okay.
so I might be on the same.
I
page
think
as
that
you,
they
David.
could redo that movie.
And make it
The
really
Aviator?
cool.
Yeah, because Howard Hughes was like a CIA asset.
He was
like,
a complete and total fucking weirdo.
What did you say?
It's kind of like a pill of a movie, but I think you got to rewatch it. I rewatched it and I hated it the first time, but I rewatched it. I loved it.
I was like that with Inglourious
really good.
Bastards. I saw Inglourious Bastards in theater, and I'm like, that movie was fine. And now it's like one of my favorite movies. So maybe I do got to rewatch it.
No. A lot of movies are like that. I feel so.
Yeah, some take another rewatch or two.
Yeah, a little more.
But I remember walking out with the college buddies of Inglourious Bastards, and they were like, that was so fucking good. The Bear Jew, like, Teddy fucking ball game. I'm like, it was fine. But
So
I was
maybe
wrong.
you need a rewatch of Joker.
I did rewatch Joker, and I thought it completely fucking sucked the second time. 0 stars, and I was pissed I rewatched it. I hate that movie.
Why
I
do you
think
have
it
such-
because it hits too close to home for you.
In what manner, Daniel?
You just hate all societal rules, like you always say.
That's
You
not.
think
That has
society
nothing to
is
do with
what-
the movie.
Yeah, it is. He doesn't like society.
That societal rules, though.
Yeah.
He is just picked on because he's a fucking clown.
Yeah, doesn't it sound familiar?
Tell me why all of a sudden in Joker, he goes from being this depressed lunatic that's like repressing all this rage to all of a sudden, out of nowhere, having a massive cult following. It doesn't make sense.
You could say that about a lot of
At
villain
any
origin
fucking
stories.
point in the movie, it's like, holy shit, this guy's got a million fucking like crazy lunatics following him.
I mean, that's basically what happened with Hitler.
Yeah, people need
But
a leader.
I mean, it was like instantaneously though, not over the course of Hitler became
He went on that TV show.
Führer in
He went on the TV show.
1933.
He killed De Niro in the TV show.
Yep.
yeah.
And then that's how he got his following.
Looks like you got to watch again.
Then no one would follow someone like that. It's a fucking stupid movie. I
He
hated
struck
that
a
movie.
chord with the
I
other
hated that
depressive
movie.
maniacs.
Manson had members.
And I'll take
Yeah,
that's
that
true.
to the grave. If you guys like it, go nuts. Not for me.
Do you
Couldn't
think it was a
stand that movie.
good performance?
He was outstanding. Outstanding, and it was like visually awesome and all that. The plot I could not stand.
It reminded me the way of like Taxi Driver, like the look of it.
I haven't seen it in.
You just
long-
saw it.
I
long
just
time.
saw, yeah,
Yeah,
and,
like
and
kinda-
knowing what I know, like watching that, it made it cooler.
Yeah.
That De Niro was the guy,
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
late night talk show host on the other end of.
Who
Mental
did
illness.
the Usual Suspects? Was that Tarantino or no?
I don't think
I
so.
don't believe so. No. That doesn't sound.
Tarantino is that's another movie that I thought I didn't like the
Bryan
first time I
Singer.
saw it. And then after I watched it another couple times, I'm like, this movie's fucking outstanding.
Sucked you in. Good. All right, then. We could wrap there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys on Thursday.
See? Exposure therapy. You're not afraid of it.